Well, so I'm working on a Echo GT-225 weed whacker where the strings keep coming out when I'm using it. This guy right here. It's got this head here where you feed in the strings, and it was coming out every time I turn it on. You put the strings in and it's a one-way feed, and the feed stopped holding the teeth. So I took it apart, tried to figure out what was wrong with it. I couldn't find any videos on YouTube that would help me figure this out. So I had to figure it out myself. Maybe there's videos, but I couldn't find them. So here's one. So first thing you do, get your screwdriver in here and put it in the right direction. Take these 4 screws out of this head. And these are all little Phillips screws that just come out. Just a few twists. Put them down there on the ground for safekeeping. If you've got a magnetic tray to hold them, that'd probably be good if you've got a messy place. You just take these screws out like so. And then this guy just slides up. I just slide it up here out of the way. Keep it out of your way. Now, I'll twist this a little bit so you can see it. You've got these little clipper teeth here, and they've got lots of little parts in them. So, to show you how to take these out, I already fixed mine, so you can gently take them out. Each one has one piece, this little teeth guy here, 2 piece, this little pin, and 3 piece. You've got this little spring here. And you can see it's in such a way where it's got this little pin that goes up, and that is important that that pin goes right here in this little slot in this guy here. And you'll see why that matters here in just a second. So what you can do is you get this pin here and you put it in this little hole right there. Stick that in there. You can see where that goes there. And then you get the straight end here. And you put it down over that pin and you stick the straight end. There's a little sleeve down here for that pin to go in. You put that in there. And then you get your teeth. And make sure your teeth are going the right way. So you put it on this way, and that string will come in here and push this and pivot it, but when it tries to go this way, it catches and it won't come out. So what you want to do is you put that this little slot right here. Zoom in on that, maybe. Get this slot in there. I guess the first thing to do would be just to put it down on the pin there. And you've got your wire that comes up in that slot right there. And then you just want to twist this until these teeth catch on the edge of the plastic right here. You can see how they're caught there, and you want to make sure this doesn't move around. If that pops up, this thing will fly out and lose all your parts, and they'll go everywhere, and it'll be swearing like a sailor. So you don't want to do that. So I've done that to that one. This one came loose when I took the cover off. So you just twist that back in place like that. Oh, that other one just came out. Real gentle like. Now this cover, you can see it's got these holes here. It's got all the screw holes. This hole right here is what comes down and covers that pin. So as long as you've got your screw holes lined up, and then these finger holes right here match up with that finger hole so you can get your wire out. for your cutter line. Zoom this back out. So you slide this down here. You've got your arrow that points to where you put your wire in. And you just kind of slide that in place until it all clicks into place. You can feel it. You can see your crack here will be tight. And then you just get screw, put it back in there. If you're special like me, you've got a cool screwdriver that ratchets. If not, well, you should be cooler. Put your screws in, start on opposite sides. It just makes it a little handier to keep it tight in there. Get all your screws put in. Okay, now you should be able to get your 0.09, 0.095, can't remember the size, but for this specific model, you put that string in until it hits that little finger joint in there, and then I can pull on this string and it's not going to come out. And that should fix your problem. Hopefully that'll help you. Wish I could have found that video before I figured it out myself, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes you just gotta figure it out for yourself. Thanks a lot.